Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Renowned Explorers International Society. Yes, that's quite a title, isn't it? This is by Abbey Games. You might remember them from a game from a couple years ago called Reuse. And that was more of a puzzle game than a world kind of terraforming simulator game. It was an interesting little title, and I did cover it a couple years ago, actually. And the audio on that video is probably awful, and I recommend you look at somebody else's work. But this recently just came out. This is meant for multiple playthroughs. You are going to have a team of characters, and you are going to be exploring an island and having encounters. And it's supposed to be a little silly. And you're supposed to play through several times with different things to get everything out of it. So, let's start the old settings, eh? So, enable metrics. As you can see over here, by default, we're logging anonymous statistics from your game session. You can disable spending game data by unticking the enable metrics box in the game settings. So that's this here. We can skip intros if we choose. I'm not going to. Quick encounter animations, so we can speed things up. Screen border camera panning. And our text speed is normal, fast, or skip. And we can view the credits. Video-wise, we have the old full screen, windowed, and windowed no border. Always popular with certain types. Screen resolutions, quite the variety as you might see. We can have the VSync on or off, we can have environmental particles, and we can have terrain texture resolution. I'm going to make that high, because actually I suspect this game is going to be able... I expect my card can handle it, basically. And then in audio, we have master music and sound. So it's enough, you know. You don't need a field of view slider for this game. It's not a first-person player, not a first-person game. Here we have treasures. As you can see, I don't think we currently have any treasures, but we can collect treasures in our collection. And so let's get started with a new game, right? Right. So, Discovery Mode or Adventure Mode. Discovery Mode, you will be able to retry whenever you lose, and save and load whenever you want. You'll reach new locations faster. And Adventure Mode, you can't reload to previous situations, and if you lose, it's game over. Game automatically saves when you quit. So kind of the Iron Man mode. Choose this option if you're looking for perilous yet memorable adventures. Why not? So, let's select our crew. Crew selection tutorial. Maybe I should turn down the music a bit more. I don't know. On this screen, you can pick your crew. First, select a captain, which will give you a unique ability. You can unlock more captains by playing the game. Then, select other slots and pick your other crew members. Different crew members have different strengths, so choose wisely. Now, I don't want to see that again next time, so of course we're going to untick that. So let's see, we need to choose a captain. Now, out of my options, it looks like I have basically 4 characters available to me. I have a scientist, a scout, a fighter, and a speaker. This is Anna Proskirkova. Anna is a bright young scientist who loves the scary power of electricity more than anything. She wants to uncover the secrets of the world. Harry Walker. Harry was a street urchin who survived on the streets by pickpocketing. Now he's a cunning and charming leader. Fighter. Victor Signac. Victor is a decorated military captain. His words and skills motivate friends and foes to follow him. Wants to impress with rare finds. And then our speaker, Yvonne Lefevre. Lefevre. Montreal's cruel mistress, assertive, intelligent, and the center of attention, wants to see if she can trample the world under her boots. Right, so if I go to options, that's okay. I can go back to the main menu. Right. Let's just turn down the audio just a little more, because I'm thinking the music's getting a little intrusive. Okay. So, again, I'm just going to choose this. Right, who do I want for a captain? Well, you know, world-dominating cruel mistress sounds like a captain to me. Okay. So, she's 27, She's from Canada, but she's a Quebecois if I ever heard of one. Yvonne is a balanced speaker with high speech and good defenses. Yvonne can regain spirit by deriding a target and is great at verbal skirmishes. She does exceptionally well in devious crews, but is a balanced addition to most teams. Recommended crew, go devious or friendly with Kiwi or Agatha. And then we have the details here. I'm not exactly sure what all this means, but it looks like we have equipment, exploring for dummies, and a leather vest. Okay. And we can train her. Okay. Interesting. So if I wanted a crew member... Oh, now I get a broader selection. So, okay, those are the captains, and then I can have crew members. Okay. Well, that opens things up a bit. Right. So let's add a scout. Right. So let's see. We have Kiwi Parakiri. Kiri, as she is really named, ran out of places to run on her home island. She built her own boat and went out to explore the world. Pedrino Penhiro, the Riot of Rio, made a bet. The Riot of Rio made a bet at a party that he would... Oh, so he's the Riot of Rio. Okay. Made a bet at a party that he would make it into the papers worldwide. Turns out he has a knack for exploring and making friends. Hadis Ataman, an already respected treasure hunter from Anatolia, very confident of her skill, obsessed with gold. And we have Molly Jones. On her very first day at the Society, Molly was suspended for a week after accidentally using a very vulgar word describing Mr. Pinkerton's receding hairline. Well, I'm sold. She's a brawler scout with high attack and decent armor. She can flank enemies for great damage, but is easily hurt by words. She's great for an aggressive crew, but needs someone to take some speech hits. Recommended crew, go aggressive or devious with Jean, Piet, and Earl. Well, we recommended devious before, weren't we? So who would I take for devious? It says Jan Piet. So Jan Piet Corneille. And who's Earl? Earl Shanty. He's a scientist. Earl is a nephew of the renowned explorer's janitor from Kansas. He has fake membership, but everyone acts like it's real. Good with explosives. Alright. I mean, that sounds kind of cool. So, okay, oh, I just lost the other girl. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Here we go. Put her back there. And we'll put him in there. Why not? Earl is a glass cannon scientist with amazing attack and good speech, but very poor defenses. Earl's area attacks are amongst the best in renowned explorers. Earl does well in devious and aggressive teams as long as there is someone to protect him. Recommended crew, go aggressive or devious with Molly and Jen Piet. Okay, so we've taken the recommendation. I'm gonna go with that. We have a jerk to be in charge, who's a good talker. We have a fairly aggressive scout, and we have an imposter engineer. So let's start. Well, here's a good start. Dropping a flask of explosive. Why not? Gain status and recruit an entourage to earn their powerful bonuses. This is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Yvonne wants to make a big entrance, and she wants to investigate a mystic appearance. A druidic stone circle. Rumor has it that the Celtic Druids set up a sect here a long time ago. So we're going to hit the tutorial because I have no idea what's important to know. So if this is your first time playing, you may want to familiarize yourself with some key concepts in Renowned Explorers before venturing into the unknown. A local Highlander volunteers to help if you want. Okay, expedition economy. During expeditions, you must remember to collect resources. Gold pays for gears and supplies, status affects the entourage, and research can be spent on research upgrades. You might not find a need for these resources during some expeditions, but once you start preparing for following expeditions, they'll be indispensable. Okay. Lastly, actually, he's a Highlander. Lastly, keep the expedition on track. That's actually horrible. I lived in Scotland for 15 years and I can't do an accent for the life of me. Traveling on expeditions consumes supplies. If you run out of them, misfortune will befall your crew. Mind your resolve. If you lose resolve by failing tests or being defeated in encounters, if your reserve ever drops to 0 resolve, your expedition is over and you'll never become a famous explorer. You often get the chance to regain some supplies and resolve, so keep your eyes open. Okay. So find treasure to complete expedition. Collect gold, status, and research. Don't run out of resolve and supplies. Okay. And then we have moods during encounters. Encounters may be resolved in different ways. In this encounter scenario, you may familiarize yourself with how you can influence the mood with your attitude to give yourself an advantage both in and outside of the encounter. The Highlanders have volunteered to participate in this exercise. Okay, I will enter the tutorial encounter. Characters with negative defense value receive extra damage. Ah, okay. Right, so follow the tutoring instructions. Friendly. By resolving to encounter with this as your dominant attitude, you will gain the following rewards. You currently have 0 points in this attitude. Devious. By resolving the encounter this is your dominant attitude, you will gain the following rewards. You currently okay. And then we have aggressive. Well, let's go with devious. Okay, I don't get to choose anything here. I'm just going to start the encounter. Okay. The mood during encounter has strong influence over its participants. In this encounter, you will be taught how choosing the behavior of your crew affects the mood and subsequently your opponents. Okay. Most direct way for you to influence the mood is by using different types of abilities. You can see what effects different abilities have by hovering over them with the mouse. Okay, so like this. Sadden. Your target becomes saddened if it is negative, giving it minus 25% speech. And this one is impress. It's a friendly attitude. Target becomes impressed if it is positive, giving a minus 25% speech defense. Can heal an ally's spirit by 25% times speech. And then we have attack, which is aggressive. 100% times attack, hit chance 100% melee. Okay, so I've looked at the abilities, I think. How do we go ahead? Or am I supposed to be looking up here? Uncertain. You aren't getting any vibes here. Okay, so anticipating the attitude of the opponent's effective way of getting an advantage. If your opponent is friendly, you can exploit his weakness by being aggressive. If your opponent is devious, you can be better woman by being friendly. If your opponent is aggressive, you can make him crazy by being devious. Okay. So how do I click that for more info? Because current attitude is friendly. Their attitude is friendly. Make them stronger if you're devious, but weaker if you're aggressive. Okay. So if they're friendly, and I want to exploit that weakness, I have to be aggressive. And then there's a bar here. And I can choose the different guys. Okay, so like you can find out about the effects of the moods here. If either your crew's opponent's attitudes are uncertain, the mood becomes uncertain too, which means there won't be any active mood effects. Moods if you're friendly, moods if you're devious, moods if you're aggressive, moods if you're friendly, if you're devious. Okay. You influence the mood of the encounter through the attitude of abilities. Note how the first ability has an aggressive, the second ability is devious, and the third is friendly attitude. The attitude of the ability opponents are struck with The attitude of the ability opponents are struck with determine how opponents regard you. Try lowering an opponent's spirit to see what happens. Lower an opponent's spirit. Okay. So, okay, that means I want to do an aggressive. I believe I need to move, though. Okay. Yeah, I can't attack yet, can I? And my glass cannon fake engineer is out in front, which is a bad idea. Moods if you are devious. Okay. Yeah, I want to lower an opponent's spirit. Okay, so. Right. So they are... I don't know. Everything's uncertain, so... Let's go in with a sadden attack. So I'm going to move up. Right, I right-click to move, and then we sadden. Take it. That's right. Dejection. Dejection. You can find out about the effects of all the moods here. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Right, so now we're tyrannizing. We're the bully. Their attitude is friendly. Mood is determined by both your opponent's current attitude. To the left of the current mood, you can see how many are successive, friendly, devious, or aggressive. Yeah, well, I got this idea. Okay, so now it's just letting me at it now. Alright. Can I close the moods reference, please? Thank you. Okay. Defeat all opponents to complete the encounter. Okay. Right. How much range does this have? 2 tiles. Okay. So if I move here, and I can go wham. Which means I've actually shot the guy dead. Oh, jeez. Okay. Stop giving me the reference. Thank you. You broke your opponent's minds. Result, you've gathered 1 campaign token. For each campaign token you receive the following resources after completing the expedition. I get 10 to 15 status. Tokens also give a small amount of renown. Okay, well that's cool. Right, so, we're on to this now. We have an expedition. Everyone's a bit nervous. First expedition is crucial to the crew's confidence. The crew starts out with low resolve. If the crew ever reaches 0 resolve, the crew loses its will to explore and your adventure's over. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Okay. Well, we have unexplored. Looks like there might be resources here. There might be an encounter there as well. So, yeah, we'll go there. A group of wolves is being very predictive and territorial. They're launching an attack on you. We will stand our ground. Okay, defeat the opponents. Campaign-wise, we want to be devious. Start the encounter. Alright, what are they? Brown wolf is fast and aggressive, but relatively weak compared to others of its kin. Okay, and we're getting aggressive vibes off of them. Okay, now if we remember our chart, if your opponent is aggressive, you can make them crazy by being devious. Okay, so you can try to terrify them. Range is melee. Okay. Is it me or is the music louder again? Oh, and there's a wolf back here. I didn't even notice. Well, you'll need to get yours. Let's see, enrage. Let's try that. I suspect I have to move out from... Nope, I can shoot it through the thing. So, it's enraged, but not defeated. Okay. Let's continue to defeat our targets. We could try to sadden it? Alright. That was range 2. I don't know, can you talk to animals? Right, it's defeated. Brown Wolf is saddened beyond words and wants to be alone. That's right. Okay. I need you to be out in front of my friend, in front of my engineer, to make sure they don't get into get too much on it. So we're gonna just let you take a stand there. Ow. So, okay. Well, drop the old enrage. And we'll give you a terrify. Let's see if you can handle a target by yourself. Well, that kind of cowed that one. Alright. We'll move you up this way. And again, we're going to sadden the hell out of this thing. So... Yes. It just wants to be alone. Aw. Okay. Ow. Okay. So, provocative is the mood. Their current attitude is aggressive. All crew members gain mind games plus 25 grit. Okay. Let's terrify it again. Clear off, you. Yes, absolutely terrify the crew. Get out of here. Alright, we got 3 encounter tokens. They'll be good for golden status and some renown. I love breaking their little hearts. Fools like them don't deserve any better. She resolved a conflict devious. Only lasts for this expedition. Plus 5 grit and plus 2 speech power. Okay, and we got our campaign token. Best way to beat such animals is by showing them who's boss. Wolves become intimidated by your presence and flee. The fleeing wolves are followed by crying pups. They make away safely. Okay. So how do we gather the resource here? It says there's status and gold to be found here. Inspect your treasures. Review your entourage. These are the tokens I've gathered. We only have 2 resolve. We have 6 of 7 supplies. We need to get to the stone circle, so I guess we'll push on. Crew traverses an area that looks like it has never been trodden before. Yvonne finds a weird, colorful stone that looks valuable. The crew goes to take a look. Sadly, closer up, the stone doesn't look so fancy at all. The crew just waves it away as some common pebble. Earl, however, thinks there is more to the stone and jots down some observations before leaving. So we got plus 1 study. Okay. Alright, over here there might be treasure. Over here there might be a nature challenge. And over here there might be gold or research. And will bring us close into the target. But so will this, and who doesn't like treasure, damn it? Let's go for it. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the forest, a huge cliff stands before you. Such a geological rarity often holds some exceptional treasures. Yvonne orders the crew to look around. So we examine the cliff. Crew comes back to make an action plan. Yvonne mentions that there are plenty to find at the foot of the cliff. Maybe a survivalist or an athlete would be able to climb the dangerous cliff to look for more specific treasures. Nobody wants to risk climbing the cliff. Look for treasures at the bottom. Looking for treasure here might be dangerous, but after a long search, Yvonne finally finds a real treasure worth taking home. So what we got? Sunstone. It's 50 renown. Get insight. A clear crystal used by Vikings as a sundial when navigating the seas. +1 study whenever a level 2 quick thinker succeeds on an adventure wheel. And 5 something collect. Okay, collect that. A fantastic find. You're going to be the envy of the renowned explorers with such a rarity. Such a discovery is sure to be appreciated at the renowned explorers. The circle turns its attention back to the big prize on the island, the Druidic Circle. So that gets us a discovery token, which is good for golden research and a small amount of renown. Okay, so pushing on to the target, I think. Let's go. The Druidic Circle must be somewhere around. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place if you wish to continue later. Are you ready to go? Onwards! The crew vigorously searches through the dense forest. It doesn't take long before you find it. A standing stone circle. The ruined main menhir must contain valuable information to study. It will surely skyrocket your reputation at the renowned explorers. However, you hear familiar laughter. Behind you stands the French explorer Rivolo, who is considered to be the most promising of the renowned explorers. He got here just before you did. Thank you, amateur! Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out. And I really need to take the main menhir to impress a lady. And we explain all the hard work we did to get here. Rivolo looks amused. Oh, please, explorer, we both know that this treasure is better off in my hands. Allow my sharp companion Amir Akhtar to explain it to you in clearer words while I take the menhir. Hey, wait a minute! Before Yvonne can stop Rivolo, his crew Scout Amir stops you. What's your problem, my friend? Goodness me, there's no need to yell. And we have to defend ourselves. Oh dear. I'm fighting Amish. We have some nasty Amish types who are looking to beat down my head. I didn't know I fell afoul of the Amish. Why? Why? Okay. Well, how's their mood? They are devious types. It says mobster. I know they're not really Amish, but really. Mobsters should have guns, not big clubs. Okay. This could look like a healing effect, maybe? Alright, let's move you here. Okay. And this is where we gotta take our mood on this. Current attitude is devious. So if they're aggressive, devious works. Okay, so we will terrify. That's right. Wet your pants and run off. Okay. Right, let's move you here. And we'll let you do the sadden this jerk. That's right. Move along. And we'll keep you with the rest of the crew. So you can be semi-safe. Okay. End the turn. So I guess that he's the boss I have to defeat. No, not my underpants! Oh, yeah? Colombian necktie, eh? Oh, I didn't think they'd be able to move that far. Crap. Okay. Right, let's see if we can take out a target. Right, let's start with, let's move her up here. She can take on the boss, right? That's right. Nuh-uh. Not for you. Right. You move over here and engage the target to the south. Right, he's not shut down though, he's just enraged. Oh, no, he did run off. Okay. And then it's always melee range for this, so better to risk the 1 than the 2, I guess. I'll block off the route this way. I can scare off 1, though. Is that all the targets are going to have to fight? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's knock that one out, then. Okay. No, let's knock... No, these closest will knock him out. Okay. Yeah, I will actually kill you. Yes, terrified of my crew. Terrified. Oh, you jerk. Ooh. Being mean. Being mean to my crew. Right. You. Let's enrage him. That's right. And then we're gonna sadden you at the same time. Mad and sad. The rhyming attacks. Meanwhile, have you move up and engage this target so we don't have to deal with him anymore. Clear off. Okay. Hopefully this will help. He should probably attack her, and hopefully he won't attack him. But we'll see. Stop talking about our underpants. You know how it is out here in the jungle. Even if it is Wales. Or Cornwall, or wherever the hell we are. Okay. Alright, you clear this one off. I don't want to see any more freaking Amish mobsters. Okay? Right. You can range attack. Make him very sad. Tell him how he's a loser and does not belong here anymore. Okay. Loved breaking their little hearts. Yes, I know. Mirror tone suddenly changes. Good job, my friend. You're as sharp as a knife. Those who know how to hurt with words are truly mighty. I'd like to pay tribute to you with some research papers. Good luck, my friend. He leaves to follow Rivalou, who somehow managed to get away with the whole menhir. Our words cuts like swords. Rivalou is gone with the main menhir. The most interesting and telling scriptures were on it. Suddenly, a hooded figure appears on the scene. A druid pops out of the forest. Amazing! I saw how you handled that encounter just now. Defeating a foe with insults and manipulation, a remarkable skill. I'm honored that someone like you is looking for our history. Allow me to help with the divination. Please tell me, what is the dream you chase? To become the most famous and respected explorer. To become a wealthy and successful adventurer. To make an amazing contribution to the sciences by exploring the world. Why, I know her. She wants to become most famous and respected. Ah, fame, of course. I know a Celtic burial site with items to bedazzle the world. The druid leads the crew and suddenly stops to tell the crew to start digging. The crew finds popular truffles and a unique treasure. Celtic horned helmet. 25 renown, 1 insight, plus 4 to 6 research from an encounter. Take the treasure. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Rivolo. Now it's personal. Back to London! We are devious. Yes. Devious. So, we got 184 gold, 134 status, 68 research, and 137 renown. Exact location uncovered in the Irish Isles by promising explorer Yvonne Lefeva. The Explorer Society board members are excited at the progress of this sly scholar. Yes. World's most renowned explorer, 2,000 points, Matthew Rivolo. We have 137. Well behind Virginia James, that strumpet. Let alone any of the rest of them. Especially that Flavia Beaumont. Oh. A magnificent job. The Board of Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which allows you to carry more supplies. Great! The Explorer Upgrade Badge. You gain +3 supply capacity. Thank you. We're pleased that you're aiming to become the #1 explorer. However, I wonder if you can beat an already successful Rivolo. We hope that you will uncover many secrets in your endeavors. The Society has many leads as to where secrets may lie in wait. You could do 4 more expeditions before the most renowned explorer is elected, so make them count. Right. So, as you can see, I now have an objective. You gather your thoughts to determine the course of action. Spend your research on unlocking technologies, exchange your insight for other resources in a city, spend your status to acquire an entourage, spend your gold in shops, go on more prestigious expeditions and repeat until 6 you beat the French clown Rivolo. That seems to be all you need to become the world's most renowned explorer. Time to prepare for your next adventure. Attention Explorer, having trouble figuring out what to do next? Click on the reference guide for a quick reminder of your options. So, okay, now we have like some cities in Europe we can go to, you know. Looks like we can level up our folks because we have enough XP to level up. And we can spend research to write research papers here. They give unique bonuses to the crew. We have jobs available in various places. Yes, London, Paris, and Berlin. All centers of culture and learning. So yeah, that's that's been the game. I think we'll just save out here. So that's been Renowned Explorers International Society. I hope you enjoyed seeing this game. I enjoyed playing it. It's got its own little bit of fun. I could definitely see how its own little bit of quirkiness. We'll have to see more to make sure it doesn't like continue in the same vein and get a little boring. As you can see, I move the mouse, the whole background kind of shifts a little. But, yeah, that's been the game. Check it out on Steam. If you own Reus, if you might call it, the game is 25% off, I believe, until basically through Labor Day, 9th of September. I think it's currently $15 if you get the discount, or $19 and change, basically $20, or your local equivalent without discount. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, folks. Goodbye.